Welcome, friends, to the channel Classy Frugality. My name is Tanya, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Spring is definitely here, but it almost feels like at times here in Southern Kentucky that we put it in reverse, it backed up a little bit, and it's chilly. I'm not complaining. I love it. I love the way the cool air has been feeling in the mornings. The 60-degree temperatures, I think it is wonderful. I think we've actually had some nights where we had some lows of 36 or something like that. I mean, it never did freeze, but it definitely got cold. However, I feel like my rose bush is actually doing the best that it has done ever. I think it's doing better than it has ever done. It's been a little bit dry here, but I feel like that a lot of the plants like the cooler temperatures a little bit better. I think my hen and chicks like it better. They're succulents. The only thing I've really had to do is make sure that everything was watered since it has been dry. But all in all, I'm tickled with how my little front garden area in front of the house is turning out. And I wanted to share with you today a few tips, just frugal, easy, helpful hints that I've been using to do all my little gardening and stuff out front with basically no budget at all. I haven't really spent I haven't. I've spent nothing. So I've come up with a little list of 6 tips to help you with some frugal gardening. Number 1, I do it all myself. The raking, the hoeing, the weeding, the removal of debris and leaves, whatever. I do it all myself. We have a neighbor in the neighborhood who hired somebody to put gravels around their trees, and they hired somebody to plant some rose bushes. That's their choice, certainly, but I'm not about that. I'd rather do it myself. I get a lot of satisfaction out of that. It's just important to me to be able to do it myself. I can control my costs. I can be very frugal about it. I can make sure that I get it done exactly the way that I want it done, and save a whole lot of money and get some exercise too in the process. All right, number 2, I plant all my stuff. I've done all my annuals from seed this year. Now, I had saved some seeds from last year from my marigolds, and then also my friend Kimberly had sent me some marigold seeds as well as some bachelor button seeds, and so those are coming up, and I can't wait to see how everything turns out. And it's going to save me a whole lot of money, and I think everything's going to look beautiful. All right, number 3, I have accepted offers of plants from my neighbor. My neighbor divided up her plants, and she wanted me to take some of what she had. She gave me some lilies, and they're doing just very well. I was able to get, I think, 7 or 8 bunches out of that I planted into my front garden area in front of the house. And they're doing well. You can expect some die off of some of the leaves, but all in all, I think they are doing very well, and the roots are going to establish themselves. I think she said she saw them at Lowe's for like $5 a pot. So that definitely saved me a ton of money if I'd had to buy those. Number 4, I divided my hen and chickens, aka succulents, into other pots, and that way they're going to have plenty of room to grow and multiply. I found that if you keep them in a pot crowded, they will grow, but they won't get big and beautiful like if you put them into something else. So if you have more than one in a pot, go ahead and split those off. Find some kind of other container, put them in another pot. That way, before you know it, you'll have a big extra pot of succulents. They are so easy to grow. My mother gave me those hen and chicks, and they have just multiplied to I don't know how many times their size since she gave them to me. And you literally just pull the plant off from the neighboring plants, and you set it down and it takes roots. Just so easy to grow. I'm not an expert, of course, but if I can grow it, it must be pretty easy. Probably depend on your climate too. I'm not sure about that. But look at your own plants. Divide your own plants off if you're wanting something to plant in another area of your yard. Look no further than your own yard. Number 5, I reused all the pots and containers that I had already last year. I didn't go buy anything new. Was it tempting to buy new stuff? Absolutely it was. Even Dollar Tree. You know, Dollar Tree's got the cutest little half barrel pots. They look like a barrel, and I think they're just so pretty. But I know that I have nice stuff too if I just take care of it. Maybe your pots just need washing. Maybe they need a little coat of spray paint that you might already have around the house. Repurpose and reuse what you already have. That way you're not going out and spending money on all brand new. So same goes for your soil. Just dig in that soil, aerate that soil. Make sure that you use everything that you already have. Reduce and reuse. What's the old saying? Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. I love that. Finally, number 6, I have been adding kitchen scraps around the area of my plants. Now, I don't add all my kitchen scraps because I have a scrap bag too. I like to make homemade broth. So, like, my banana peels, I don't put in that bag, obviously. I like to bury the banana peels not touching the roots or the plants of the roses, but just nearby. I'll just kind of rough up a little bit of the dirt and just kind of put that banana peel in there. I do that with potato peels as well. Again, not having the potato peels touch the plant, but just nearby. That way it can decompose and all those nutrients can go into the plant. Finally, I put my coffee grounds out there and I just work it right into the soil. And I feel like those things may be the reason why that rose bush looks the prettiest. Well, that in the cool weather, but it looks the prettiest that it has looked in years. So those are my 6 tips for some cheap or free or frugal gardening. Now I want to show you a garden surprise. It was a total surprise to me. So you all know the problems that we've been having at the house as far as having enough time to get things done. Prentice having a hip replacement, just different things. It's made having a garden a challenge for us. I went out back a couple, 3 or 4 days ago, and lo and behold, I found potato plants growing. 2 perfect little rows, 4 plants each, potato plants growing, and it's where we had some last year. I guess it was just some that we hadn't dug. I guess we hadn't dug deeply enough. But I now have some perfect little potato plants that I had no idea that I was going to even have. So what did I do? I went back there and I hoed them. But I've just been really enjoying the things of nature, just the plants and the animals. Take a look at this footage. You'll see my potato plants, and there's a couple pictures of Leonard out in the yard. He was looking at some rabbits at the edge of the yard, but I don't think those are visible in the photo. And then just a baby squirrel that I captured at my workplace. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope our potatoes do well, because that was such a nice surprise. If I happen upon some tomato plants or something, I just might plant them alongside those. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed today's video, and if you're not a subscriber to the Classy Frugality family, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well. I want to end this video with just a wonderful mail call that I had this past week. Thank you all again for all the support that you've shown my family, all the love, and everything that you do to participate in this channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy the mail call. Till I see you again, I hope you have a blessed day. Okay, first I want to show you this. We received the package, I think it may have been the day of the surgery, like while we were gone. It may have been the day after, but we've already used stuff out of this package, folks. So there was more in the package than this. But just take a look at this. I mean, you all are just so kind to us. It just blows me away. So this was from my friend Kimberly and her husband Joe, and I just want to say thank you so much. You all never have to send us anything. Don't ever feel obligated, but please know that we appreciate it. Next was the package I received today, and first I want you all to look at the size of this cooler. If you can tell, this is huge. I didn't know what in the world. And so, got the package off the porch. Let me show you what I got. Big package from the New Braunfels Smokehouse. Opened it up and look inside here. We've got smoked sausage. We have cheddar jalapeno summer sausage. Big old roll. We have Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese, and baby Swiss cheese. And I will save these. These are the reusable ice packs. I'll save these, and plenty of this stuff. You all have seen me use this. I'll save this as well. But this is from my friend Kathy in California. And so, like I said, nobody has to send us anything. You are never obligated to send me anything, but thank you so much for what you do send. We really and truly appreciate it, and we will enjoy everything that Kimberly, Joe, and Kathy have sent. Thank you all so much. These are such surprises. And this sweet and spicy mustard was hiding down in the bottom. But again, that's right at my alley. I love mustard, and I love anything sweet and spicy. This will go delicious with the meats and cheeses. Thank you.